Hi there. So last night my friend and I were talking about hot chocolate, and I have a great love of hot chocolate, but I don't particularly like sugary things. So my friend was saying that she really loves hot chocolate, but it's usually too sweet for her. So I have taken it upon myself to share Sam's hot chocolate recipe, so please enjoy. I tend to work with cooking cocoa instead of pre-made chocolate mixes because I find that the pre-made stuff, not only is it too sweet, but it often contains a lot of preservatives and things that kind of extend the life of the hot chocolate. So the main ingredient I use is cocoa. Obviously it's a hot chocolate, so you want to have a lot of chocolate in there. And this is a really, really nice chocolate. I got it from Costco, so it actually was pretty inexpensive. It was about $10, and I managed to get like probably a month's worth of hot chocolate for $10. But before I was using that, I just went for the very basic hot chocolate cocoa that you use for cooking. And the great thing about that is that you can just add however much sugar you want. So, considering that I don't like a lot of sugar, I like to be able to control how much I put in. So this is what I would use if I didn't have this amazing, amazing, gigantic hot chocolate. So, baking cocoa, really, really delicious. I like to get the type that says that it's not taking advantage of people in other countries. So this particular cocoa is sustainably sourced, free trade. Where is it? Organic Dutch processed cocoa. Sounds pretty impressive. For over 80 years, our baking ingredients have been used by professional bakers. I should hope so. Our facility is wind-powered, with portion of profits donated to support vanilla and cocoa growing regions. So that's pretty great. They have a sustainability program. Now, like I said, I got this from Costco, so I'm not going to be buying amazing superstar hot cocoa every single time I buy it, but I was lucky this time around. So the other type that I use is just a regular baking cocoa. So first things first, hot chocolate. Take out the amount that you want. Now I tend to find that when you're making it from scratch, you actually can't go wrong with the quantities if you put too much in, because the worst that's going to happen is it's going to clump at the bottom of the cup when you put the water in, and so when you finish drinking your hot chocolate, it's going to be a clump at the bottom. But there's nothing worse than an unchocolatey hot cocoa, right? So I tend to go a little bit more excessive with my servings. So 1, 2. So for a cup this size, that's a lot of chocolate, right? So I'm going to put in a wee bit more just because I like it to be extra chocolatey. And take my hot water. Now when you're mixing cocoa from scratch, you want to make sure it mixes through pretty well, because you can still get clumps and everything. So I'm going to take my spoon and kind of mix it in. And you notice I flip the spoon around so that I've got a tool to kind of mash up. And I can feel at the bottom all the clumps and everything. I'm just kind of working into them, making sure that they're not stuck together. Alright, now the next thing is the sugar. Like I said, I don't like sweet drinks, so I like to control how much I put in there. I like to work with really good sugar as well. So I have some very nice honey, which was a gift for Christmas. And I could use honey, but I have something slightly better. Because I live in Canada, I have maple syrup. So now maple syrup here comes in sugar form as well. Unfortunately I've run out, and normally this would be my go-to. This would be the first thing that I use if I was going to make a hot chocolate. I would take about maybe a teaspoon of this, mix it in, and then bump up the rest with a liquid sugar, or I'd mix it with honey for flavour. But since I'm out of my sucré granule, I am going to just use straight up maple syrup. So, now maple syrup is usually very expensive. It's usually about $12 for something like this. Again, because I live in Canada, you can buy it a little cheaper. You can buy it in cans here. I personally think it's worth it to still use the maple syrup, even if it's a bit more expensive, because the flavor is just nothing like it. So, quantities. Mix that around a wee bit. Now I've made this with slightly less than boiling water as well, so because I don't want it to change my sugar too much. So I'm gonna pour in. I usually just kind of guess how much I'm putting in. That's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna mix it up. That's definitely very well mixed. Now I've got a really dark mix here. This is like potently hot chocolatey. Like there is a lot of chocolate in there. And so because I don't want to just be drinking pure chocolate, do I? It's a high choice. I'm going to mix it up with some plant milk. So. Plant milk? What is plant milk? Well, it's milk that's made out of something like oats or rice or something like that. So this is actually my favorite type of plant milk. I don't like soy. Soy is... we don't get on. If I don't have oat milk, I use rice milk, which is fairly widely available, fairly inexpensive now. Now, what I'll do is I'll take a carton of this, which is got a little bit of air in it, so I'll shake it up, like do that for a few minutes. I'm not going to do it with the rice milk because I actually want oat milk. But my problem is that my oat milk is full, so if I shake it up it's going to be time consuming. So I will go with option 3, which is... okay, I did not prepare this because I forgot about the milk. It could all go badly. What's going to happen? Life is adventure, things. So what I'm looking for right now is a bottle to, oh dear, this is why we prepare. I'm here for your entertainment, people. I also know my brother is watching. Hey, Alex. So something like a flask or anything will work to shake up your plant milk. And what this does is it gives it a really nice froth. So that's way more than I need, but I wanted to mix really well. So this is not designed for shaking, so I'm going to be super careful that the lid doesn't come off. The lid could come off. This could get very exciting very fast, people. So, okay. Oh, I see, it's open. Yes. Did I mention I'm not really doing cooking shows that often? So the backstory of this is that my friend wanted to make a hot chocolate, but she says it's too sweet for her. So I'm sharing my own recipe on how to make hot chocolate. Alrighty. It's disastrous. No, it's not disastrous, it's just fun. So now I've frothed up all my plant milk. It's got a nice kind of bubbly quality to it. Because I don't trust myself, I'm doing it over the sink. I do trust myself, just not with leaking flasks. So now I've got a pretty potent mix here of baking cocoa and maple syrup and plant milk all mixed up. It should pour really well. I like to mix it not in the cup because then you can control when you have sediment at the bottom of the mixture, because like I said, if you over mix it, it's going to be better than if you had undermixed it. So the more chocolate, the better, because you can always remix the sediment that doesn't dissolve. But yeah, that is my hot chocolate. If I had done the milk process properly, it would be a lot more frothy than this, but it's still, I hope, delicious. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Also, at this point, if I wanted to add more sweetness, I could do that. I think it's perfect. I think it's rich, chocolatey, and not too sweet. So that is my exciting process for making hot chocolate. Thanks for watching, guys. That's what I'm talking about.